Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, the 21st of August, 2018. It's going to be really short and not a lot to talk about since we didn't do anything today at all, and there's no economic data at all coming out tomorrow here in the US. So we'll keep it simple. Here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. We had that 13 sell signal on Friday. Didn't do anything today, obviously. We'll talk about what the actual net gains were or losses. It really wasn't anything. Then we'll look at the intraday action, which is also bad. Volume was bad. But let's go through the majors. Crude oil up 27 cents to 66.70. Still near a couple month lows. Gold down up $6.60. S&P cash gained, and again, this one's got a 13 sell signal as well. Gained 6.92 points, which is not a big deal. It gapped up a little bit, then filled the gap, as you'll see. NASDAQ 100 down 6.12, so just down a little bit. SOX down 1 point. Not a lot there. And almost there's a 13 buy signal on the SOX. That's random. Biotech's down $7.34. The VIX loses 0.15 cents to 12.49. The trend closes at 1.02. 10-day moving average, though, is still up high at 1.19. NASDAQ volume only 1.7 billion shares at the close. So, I mean, with the exception of one day in July, and of course the day before 4th of July, that was a half day, this is essentially the lightest volume day of the year. I think, yeah, pretty much. So just nothing going on, which means, we'll talk about that in a minute. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 651. More stocks up than down. On the New York plus 1131. So the breadth is good even if the action was dead. Google gained $6.10. Probably means a lot of stocks were up 2 or 3 cents for the day. Apple down $2.12. Remember, this one's been a runner. Netflix up $10.95. This one's been a seller. Finally bounced. Amazon down $5.51. Tesla up $2.94. Bounced off of the lows of July. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 81 cents. The Dow Jones, which also has a 13 sell signal here. Look at this. So the last 13 buy signal on the Dow was back in April, and we've been up since then. Now we got a 13 sell signal. So be aware of that because the S&P and the Dow both have it. Goldman Sachs up $2.40. Facebook down $1.30. And just to remind you, if we get 2 days up on the NASDAQ, we will then have a 13 sell signal on the NDX as well. 5-minute charts of the ES. Look at this. Little gap up. Filled the gap to the tick. Came back up to where we opened. And then look how flat. The back 4 hours of the day is in like a 3-point range on the ES. Just horrible. NASDAQ side gapped up, filled and went lower, closed just negative after coming back up to even over lunch. Again, no action at all. This is summer doldrums and definition of. So what do we expect here? There's no data on Tuesday. Data points this week are pretty light. And let's just look at the calendar and keep in mind we've got this full week in August. A lot of people evidently on the beach. We've got next week. And then next week is interesting because Friday is the 31st of August. So the last day of the month is a Friday, which means statements are printing. Granted, it's only August. It's not a quarter end. But then you head into that Labor Day weekend. Monday the 3rd of September is a holiday. So I would expect next week, Thursday and Friday, to be dead leading into the long weekend, but leading into statements printing. And it's very possible that everything between here and there is going to be very late. We're going to be picky. We're going to wait for good setups and trade less than normal, and then we'll get back to it after Labor Day, as we always do. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading